Hi, my name is Charlie Turcott and I represent VRC Protx in West Michigan. Today I'm going to be introducing overpressure protection as a general topic, and I'm also going to be discussing how VRC Protx supports pressure relief and overpressure protection in the Midwest and Rocky Mountains. So who is VRC Protx? VRC Protx is an industrial valve service, process safety, and automation firm with locations across the Great Lakes and Rocky Mountains. We have a team of engineers, valve technicians, and salespeople that design, fabricate, and install automated valve assemblies and pressure relief equipment. We also do site audits of safety and process automation equipment. Today I'm going to go through some of the definitions and common design parameters used in the overpressure protection field. I'm going to discuss the history and why pressure relief and overpressure protection looks the way it does today, common devices that are used for pressure relief, and then I'm going to go through some of the codes and standards. A pressure relief device is any device used to prevent excess pressure or vacuum from accumulating in a vessel. The MAWP is the maximum gauge pressure permissible at the top of a process vessel or storage tank in its normal operating position. Set pressure is the pressure that the pressure relief device opens. Typically, that's the MAWP of the vessel. Accumulation is the amount of pressure that builds while the relief device is open. Capacity is the amount of fluid per unit time that the device passes, and back pressure is the amount of pressure at the outlet of the device. Industrial pressure relief has its origins in the late 19th century. At the time, industrial boilers were used widely, but there were no codes or standards used to design them. There were several large catastrophes that prompted regulatory action, including the Sultana disaster in 1865, which is one of the largest single disasters in U.S. history. There were also several shoe factory explosions on the East Coast. The most common devices used are rupture discs, pressure relief valves, and pressure vacuum vents. Rupture discs are devices that don't reseal. Once you open them, they stay open and you have to replace them. Pressure relief valves are what you're going to see on top of a boiler, and pressure vacuum vents are used when the set pressure of the device is below 15 pounds gauge. You typically see them in tank farms or storage tanks. You might also see in the oil and gas industry a HIP system, which is an automated isolation assembly. So instead of relieving the fluid into a complicated pressure relief system or storage tanks, a HIP system isolates the pressure source from equipment that would be damaged by pressure surges. The most important body in pressure relief is the American Society of Mechanical Engineers, which was founded in 1880. The first edition of the Boiler and Pressure Vessel Code was issued in 1915. That document is still used today, although it's been updated several times, including in the 50s and 60s at the dawn of the nuclear age. It's important to note that ASME only governs vessels with an MAWP of 15 pounds gauge or greater. The National Board is designated by ASME to inspect and approve pressurized vessels and pressure relief equipment. So if you ever look at a pressure relief device, you'll see some of these stamps on them if they're a code stamp device. Code stamp pressure relief devices can only be repaired and certified by an organization that holds a VR stamp. Outside of ASME and the National Board, the most important bodies are probably API in the US and ISO. API has made the purchasing of pressure relief valves a lot easier because they standardized some of the critical dimensions like the orifice of the valve or the flange dimensions. If you want to do some light reading, here are some of the API and ISO standards. API 2000 is a noteworthy standard because it gives you a lot of information on devices below 15 pounds gauge. If you have engineering, reliability, or maintenance staff that are interested in training related to pressure relief equipment, you can contact us at sales@vrcprotx.com, or you can call our corporate office at 248-399-5500. Thanks.